This is what you might have missed on BCSN's Sports Nightly.
We dropped the puck on the broadcast with Game 1 of the ECHL Eastern Conference Final.
The Toledo Walleye and the South Carolina Stingrays meeting in downtown Toledo tonight. The Fish 3-1 against the Rays this season. But interesting early tidbit for you, Ken. All three wins were in South Carolina. The only loss, their last meeting here in Toledo in late March. What does all that mean? Absolutely nothing as we start this one in the first period. Watch the front of the net now. Number 19 for South Carolina, Wayne Simpson. 1-0. Still in the first. Stingrays on a breakaway. Jeff Word getting a little help from his friend, the crossbar. Still only down one. We go to the second period. Captain Jaron Nightingale taking matters into his own hands. Would it inspire the troops? Well, check out Joe Stayskill. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Top shelf, we are tied at 1. Big break for the Walleye coming up. Rays score right here to take a 1-goal lead. But is it a hand pass? The answer is yes. They disallow the goal. Rays coach Spencer Carberry, words you cannot say on television. We go all the way to 3.3 seconds left in the second period on a power play. South Carolina scores to make it 2-1. Stays that way. Final seconds. Jeff Wurg is pulled. Walleye several chances, but they can get nothing past. A ton of shots, 0 goals, and the Walleye lose game 1, final 2-1.
Yeah, that's what the series is going to look like. Every game is going to be just identical to that. I thought we managed it fairly well. I really liked our second period. I think we know what we're going to get against them. They're going to defend hard through the middle of the ice. We have to manage pucks. We got to get people in front of his eyes. Difference was they went 1 for 2 in the power play. I didn't mind our penalty kill. They got a bounce, a block shot, comes flat on the back door. That's the way it goes. And then their goalie stole it in the end.
Let's go to the guys who called the game, former BGSU coach Scott Pollock and the voice of the Fish, Matt Melzak.
All right, thanks, guys. Scott, this game, boy, if this is going to be anything of what we're going to see in this series, and we think we will, a lot of 2-1, 3-2, maybe even some 1-0 games, this was that tonight and more.
Yeah, it certainly was. This is two good teams. These are the heavyweights of the league going at it here in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we saw why tonight. Both teams out strong. South Carolina took over the first period with some good offensive zone time, more effective and certainly more efficient in their puck opportunities, got more pucks towards Jeff Lurg. But in the second period, it was really Toledo taking over both the second and third periods. Unfortunately, the power play goal late in the second gives the South Carolina Stingrays a 2-1 game.
A lot of positives to take out of this game for Toledo into Game 2 tomorrow night, just with those last 40 minutes, right?
Well, certainly, and that's exactly what they played, the type of game that Coach Malone talked about both before and afterwards. Offensive zone time, get people to the net, get pucks to the net. They did that on the Stayskill goal. They did that throughout the second and third period. Unfortunately, not enough pucks got past Jeff Chikaitis.
And, guys, this series, we don't know what you might have. You could dominate a game and lose because of the great goaltending and great defense, and we're going to see on both sides. In the regular season, South Carolina was number 1 in the league in defense. Toledo was number 2. So we'll see what happens come tomorrow night as Toledo will look to even the series here on home ice before they head down to Charleston, South Carolina.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.